And we back. Now the other day, one of our favorite players of all time got a championship. It was a long time coming. From Washington to LA to Philly to the other LA, but now with the Golden State Warriors, Nick Young finally has a championship ring. He's definitely come a long way from being on Shaq and the Fool every week to being like a legitimate role player on a team to win a championship. How my boy has grown up so far. So that's just number one. Don't get me wrong, Nick, y'all probably got a couple more left in the tank, but our boy Dave hit us up saying he created an entire quiz seeing if we know how many championship rings each of the people have. Let's head over to it. Guess the number of NBA championships these NBA players have as of June 2018, made for King of the Fourth Quarter. Again, shout out to Dave for creating this. 35 questions, 8 minutes at the bottom. You can see we haven't tried it just yet. Let's get right into it, baby. Stephen Curry. Easy one. He's got 3 rings. Yet to get a Finals MVP. But knowing how good this Warrior team is going to be for the next couple years, he may get Finals MVP next year or the year after that. But that third year, that's Nick Young Finals MVP year. Predicting it now. But Steph Curry has 3 championships in an elite club with 3 championships, 2 MVPs. It's not a Finals MVP just yet. LeBron. It's easy. That's 3, right? He's got the 2 in Miami, then 1 back in Cleveland. Those 2 in Miami, I hated him. The entire 4 years he was in Miami, I was rooting against that team because they were blowing out my Bulls night in and night out. Our Bulls were really good, but not good enough for Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and James Harden. I mean, LeBron James. James Harden. He ain't up there yet with the rings. Steve Kerr. I'm guessing this is just players. I mean, him as a player, because he's got rings as a coach now. But him as a player had 5. And of course, I know that most of them were here in Chicago. James Worthy. All right, let me be real with y'all. This era of basketball, I'm not too familiar with. I know that those Laker teams are really, really good, like dynasty level good. So I'm gonna go with the higher number, which is 4. Say he won 4 in his career, and just go with that. That is incorrect. All right, we gonna redeem ourselves for James Jones. Listen, let me pause it. Here it is. James Jones has 3 rings. 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland. People are trying to figure out, how did the Cavs get swept this season by the Golden State Warriors? It's simple. No James Jones, no championship. Very simple. LeBron, you should have saw this pattern. But he has 3 rings. Next, Brian Shaw. Okay, let's think about Brian Shaw, man. My memories of Brian Shaw, he was super old. And I'm super old is kind of a stretch, but he's pretty old, and he's playing for those Lakers teams that were winning championships, that 3-peat Lakers. I don't know if he was there for all 3 years or 1 of the years or 2 of the years, but I know for sure it's not 0. I'm gonna go he was there for the full effect. I think later in his career, he wasn't playing as much. He was kind of a player coach, and then he ended up being a real coach. Let's go 3. Facts, baby. Jamal Wilkes. Ooh. Is it bad for me to say was Jamal Wilkes a Laker? Let's go 2. It was 3. He may have been a Laker. Honestly, I don't know. Oh, George Mikan. Okay, he hitting me with these players that he probably been watching these videos, and he know that when they go to the throwback, I ain't the guy you should be asking for facts and trivia. I just ain't the guy. But we learning, because we about to get, if we continue this trend of 60s, 70s, and 80s players, I'm going to get a lot wrong. George Mikan, 4. He had 5. That's a lot of rings, man. Tom, I still don't know how to pronounce this man's name, but he had an entire 8. I know that one for sure. That Boston team was super dominant. That was the Bill Russell's teams. He wasn't there for 3 of Bill Russell's, but he was there for 8 of them. Dennis Rodman. Okay, so he was here for the Chicago ones for sure. The second 3-peat Chicago ones. But he also, did he win 1 or 2 in Detroit? He was on that Detroit team, one of the, I'm gonna go 5. Let's say he won 3 in Chicago and 2 in Detroit. There it is. Matthew Dellavedova, the dog. Matthew Dellavedova just got that 1. And then the Milwaukee Bucks was like, we love this dude. We're gonna sign him to a crazy deal. And they did. Mario Chalmers has got the 2 in Miami. Easy money there. Matt Bonner. How long was he on the Spurs and how many rings did he win, man? I'm gonna go with 2. It was 2. All right. Ronnie Boubois. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was a part of that. He was a part of that Mavericks team that won a championship. I think that's it. That, like, literally my only memory of this player, Ronnie Boubois. I could still be pronouncing his name wrong, but I'm going to act like that's the right one because it's fun to say. Just say it with me. Rodney Boubois. I'm going to say he just had that one. And I was right. Look at that. Jeff Avers. Aries? 2. Nope, he only had 1. And that was in San Antonio. Devin George. I think Devin George was also part of those 3-peat Laker teams. So let's just go with the 3. Correct. See, look, I mean, I may not really been around coherently to watch these, but I know a little bit of something about the early 2000 hooping. You feel me? Rick Carlisle. As a player, oh, I don't know, man. 1. Yes, that's 1. I don't even know what team Rick Carlisle used to play for. I knew he was a player. I just don't know where he played for or where he won a championship with. Adam Morrison has 2. Adam Morrison has 2 championships, and boys around the league or men around the league end up retiring with 0. Adam Morrison has 2. You just gotta land in the right spot. And he landed with a team that was led by Kobe Bryant. Bryant Cardinal has probably just 1 in Dallas. Yes. Eddie Curry has 0. Has Eddie Curry ever? I'm gonna go 0. No, he won. Who did Eddie Curry win a ring? I'm gonna have to Google that one. I don't remember Eddie Curry winning a ring. I know Jeremy Evans has 0 for sure. That guy been bouncing around the league so much. He ain't stuck long enough to win a ring. Sasa Vujacic, I'm almost positive this one. He has 2. The 3-peat Lakers. He wasn't there for year number 1, but he was there for the last 2. No, not the 3-peat Lakers. He was on the second tier Lakers after Shaq. We're talking about the Pau Gasol and the Kobe Lakers. I could be wrong there, but that's what I'm thinking. Nate Thurman has 0. May he rest in peace. Walt Bellamy has 0. Carmelo has 0. Mike Jones. Who? See what I did there? If you probably don't understand that joke. I seriously don't know who Mike Jones is, like NBA player wise. Mike Jones. I know Mike James. They just gave us 3 zeros in a row, so let's go with a 1. Take it like a test, baby. 2? Nope, he had 1. I think that he also played for the Lakers. I don't know. Sasha Khan. It sounds very familiar, but I can't put my brain ain't really thinking of it. John Sally. Okay. John Sally won 1 in Chicago. He won 2 in Detroit. So I'm going to go with 3. Can I be missing 1? I'm going to go with 3. That's my gut. And it was 4. I'm missing 1. I don't know where he won his 4th ring. It may have been San Antonio, now that I'm thinking about it. But I know for sure he had 3. Speaking of 3, our boy Stacey King. We love Stacey King. Who? I don't know what his name is. I'm going to have to Google that. But let me take a guess first. I've never heard this player, so I'm just going 0. It was 2. This guy got 2 rings. I ain't even heard of him. He may be ex-Laker. Randy Brown. 1. 3. All right. Who is this guy? I promise you, without knowing who this is, this name is very 60s. I'm going to Google it. I watched it be played in the 60s. I'm going to go 5. He did 6. All right. Braden Rush. 2. 1. Okay. PJ Brown. 1. Yes. Okay. We back on track. Darko had 1 in Detroit. Dog, we got 69%. This guy got drafted in the mid-50s. And y'all expect me to know who he is? And he wasn't even like a baller. Dude averaged 10 points at his highest. He was in the league where there was like 3 teams. Of course he won. How many rings did he say he won? 8 or 6 or something? Of course he did. He ain't had no competition. And he played in the 50s for the Boston Celtics, who had Bob Cousy, Bill Russell. This guy literally played 5 games this season and won a ring. What a life. And then the next one, DJ Mbanga. I didn't even put that together. Where did we get DJ from? That don't look like DJ. DJ Mbanga, the life of Mbanga. Lord, that's a whole mini documentary. But he's got his rings from what? Did he win a ring in Dallas? Was he really on that Dallas team that won a championship? No, he was on those 2 Lakers teams. That's what I said after I picked the wrong answer. So I know who DJ Mbanga is. I just never even seen his full name like that. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, man. Some of the greatest players of all time don't end up winning a ring, and then we got other guys that win multiple rings just by being role players or just being at the right place at the right time. It's kind of weird how things work, man. You can be one of the best of your generation and not win a ring, but you can be one of the worst of your generation. But just since you were in the right team at the right place, you end up with a ring. That's just why sports are crazy. But I appreciate you being at this point in the video. If you're here, you probably enjoyed something about it. I appreciate a like. Shout out to Killer Cam on the shirt and everything. Thank y'all so much. Peace. Dude, the lighting is crazy. Okay, I forgot one last thing. The newest episode of my podcast, Through the Wire, just dropped. We talked about the end of the NBA Finals and then everything that are about to happen with us. We're working on this huge project that I hope that you guys watching this video will be a part of the journey. So just listen to that. And be looking out for me, just pretty much promoting some new ideas. I love this YouTube channel to death. I love everybody that's watching these videos. But at the same time, I got some excess time and I'm trying to work on other projects that have to do with basketball and stuff. So if that sounds interesting, link is in the description. I appreciate all the support we can get. But now I'm really gone.